An electromagnetic pulse attack isn't science fiction anymore. U.S. intelligence agencies confirmed in 2025 that EMP capability exists in the hands of multiple adversaries, and a single high-altitude detonation could disable the entire U.S. power grid for months or even years. The Congressional EMP Commission estimates that 90% of Americans would be unprepared for the aftermath, but you're about to change that. I'm Zach, I've been prepping since 2012, and today I'm walking you through 11 critical actions that separate those who survive from those who struggle when the grid goes down. These aren't theories, they're field-tested protocols that work. Let's get into it. Number 1. Confirm it's actually an EMP. Power failures happen all the time. Before you activate your full emergency protocol, confirm what you're dealing with. Step outside and assess. Are multiple houses dark? Are car alarms triggering randomly? Try your neighbor's car. If yours won't start and theirs won't either, and both were running minutes ago, that's your first indicator. Check battery-powered devices. Your watch still working? Your flashlight? But if your phone, laptop, and car are simultaneously dead, not just powered down, but completely unresponsive, you're likely facing an electromagnetic event. This confirmation matters because your response changes everything. A regular blackout means conserve and wait. An EMP means activate every preparedness measure immediately because help isn't coming for weeks, possibly months. Back in 2017, my neighborhood lost power for 4 days after a storm. Half the people treated it like camping. The other half panicked by day 2. The difference was understanding the scope and acting accordingly from hour 1. Take 60 seconds, verify, then commit to action.
Number 2. Secure water immediately. Once confirmed, water becomes your absolute first priority. You've got 30 to 90 minutes before taps run dry. City water systems rely on electric pumps. When those fail, residual pressure keeps water flowing briefly, then it stops. You're not getting it back anytime soon. Open every faucet and start filling containers. Pots, pitchers, clean trash bins, empty bottles. Fill your bathtubs first. That's 50 gallons if you've got a standard tub. Don't forget your water heater. That tank holds 30 to 50 gallons of drinkable water. Just shut off the intake valve first so it doesn't drain when city pressure drops. A family of 4 needs roughly 1 gallon per person per day minimum. That's 4 gallons daily. If you grab 50 gallons in that first hour, you just bought nearly 2 weeks of drinking water. Add basic hygiene and you're looking at a week to 10 days of security while everyone else fights over bottled water at stores that can't process transactions. The 2021 Texas freeze taught this lesson hard. When pumps failed, people had minutes to act. Those who filled containers first made it through without serious hardship. Don't overthink it. Just fill everything. You can purify questionable water later. You can't manufacture water from nothing. Number 3. Preserve food before it spoils. Your refrigerator just became a countdown timer. You've got about 4 hours before it's essentially a cabinet. First move, stop opening the fridge and freezer. Every door opening loses 10 minutes of cold. Treat them like sealed vaults. Second move, fast triage. What spoils first? Eat it now. Ground beef, deli meat, yogurt, eggs, cook it, consume it, or lose it by tomorrow. Third move, protect your freezer. A full freezer stays frozen about 48 hours if unopened. Half full, maybe 24 hours. Extend this by filling empty space with frozen water bottles. They act like ice blocks, slowing the thaw. If it's winter and temperatures are below freezing, move freezer goods outside. I did this during a 3-day outage in January 2019. Food stayed frozen longer outdoors than in the dead freezer. Your dry goods and canned foods are fine, but anything requiring cold is now your most valuable and vulnerable resource. One trick from an old Iowa farmer: if meat's thawing and you can't cook it all, heavily salt it. Coat it completely. Salt preservation isn't perfect, but it buys days instead of hours. Your great-grandparents did this before refrigeration existed. The clock started ticking when power died. Respect that clock or lose hundreds of dollars in food. Number 4. Grab physical cash while it matters. Digital money just became worthless. Right now. Every ATM is dead. Every card reader, every point-of-sale system, every payment app, all of it requires electricity and network connectivity. Both vanished. For the next few days or weeks, the only functioning currency is physical cash and barter. Check your wallet, your emergency stash, that birthday card with 20 bucks in the drawer. Gather every physical dollar in your house and secure it. A 2024 Federal Reserve study found the average American carries less than $50 in physical currency. Most people can't buy anything 2 days into a crisis because their wealth exists only in dead servers. Keep small bills, ones, fives, tens. In a breakdown scenario, nobody's making change for 100. They can't verify it and won't risk getting shorted. I keep $200 in small bills in a fire safe. Not because I'm wealthy, but because I saw what happened in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. For weeks, cash moved goods, while digital systems took months to restore. Don't broadcast having cash. Don't flash it. Secure it, know where it is, and use it strategically. Your dollars are worth more than gold right now, but only until everyone else figures that out. Be ahead of that curve. Number 5. Assess and disable vehicle electronics. Your car is probably dead or dying. Modern vehicles are computers on wheels, and EMPs destroy computers. Anything built after the mid-1880s has electronic control units, digital fuel injection, computerized ignition. An EMP cooks it all. Department of Transportation testing confirmed over 90% of modern vehicles would suffer critical failure in a high-altitude EMP scenario. If your vehicle was off when the pulse hit, some systems might have survived, but if the grid surges when trying to restart, it could finish what the EMP started. If you're near your vehicle and it's safe, pop the hood and disconnect the battery, both terminals. This isolates electronics from potential power surges and lets you assess damage later without additional harm. If you own an older vehicle, pre-1980s, especially something mechanical with minimal electronics, you might still have transportation. Old diesel trucks, classic cars with points-based ignition, anything mostly metal and mechanical often survive EMPs because there's nothing digital to fry. I know a guy who drives a 1974 Ford F-250. Everyone joked about his rust bucket. After our area lost power for 3 days, his truck was the only vehicle moving supplies for 3 neighborhoods. Understanding your transportation options shapes every decision next. If you can't drive, you're staying local. Plan accordingly.
Number 6. Create Faraday protection for critical devices. Not everything got fried. Some devices survived because they were off, unplugged, or lucky. Your job now is protecting what's left. A Faraday cage blocks electromagnetic radiation. You don't need a lab. You need a metal container and basic insulation. Simplest method, metal trash can with a tight lid. Line it with cardboard so devices don't touch metal directly. Contact creates a conductive path, defeating the purpose. Place your backup radio, spare batteries, old cell phone, flashlights inside. Seal it tight. Alternative method, heavy-duty aluminum foil. Wrap your device in cloth first, then completely encase in 3 layers of foil, shiny side in, sealed tight. Place that in a plastic bag or wrap in another foil layer. Amateur radio testing in 2024 showed this DIY method blocked over 95% of EMP frequencies. A working radio might be your only information link. A functioning flashlight could light your way for months. Spare batteries could power essential devices when everyone else's are dead. I keep a hand crank emergency radio in a sealed metal box in my basement. $35 total. If an EMP hits, that radio connects me to NOAA broadcasts, emergency alerts, information about what's happening beyond my neighborhood. Without it, I'm operating blind. Save the right things, the tools that extend your capability, awareness, and safety. Number 7. Establish communication with family. Your phone's dead. Group chats don't exist. You can't text to check if anyone's okay. The infrastructure connecting you to everyone you care about just vanished. This is where pre-planning saves relationships and possibly lives. Establish a rally point with your family now, not "we'll figure it out when it happens." An actual location where everyone converges if communication fails. For my family, it's our house. If something happens during work hours, my wife knows I'm coming home and I know she's doing the same. We don't wander, we converge on the predetermined location. If you've got kids in school, know the school's emergency protocol. Most have reunification plans. They keep kids safe on site until parents arrive. Second layer, identify a backup meeting point. If home is inaccessible, where's plan B? A relative's house? A specific landmark? Third layer, out-of-state contact. In regional disasters, long-distance lines often work when local ones don't. Designate one family member or friend outside your area as the information hub. Everyone checks in with them and they relay messages. Establish these protocols during dinner tonight. Make sure everyone knows them. Quiz your kids. Rehearse it like a fire drill. When the grid fails, people who stay connected are the ones who planned for disconnection. Number 8. Begin inventory and rationing. You've secured water and protected food. Now know exactly what you have and how long it lasts. This is survival math. Go through your pantry, fridge, freezer, cabinets. Write it down. Every can, every box, every jar. Quantities and caloric content. You're about to make decisions determining whether you eat for 2 weeks or 6 weeks with the same supplies. Average adult needs about 2,000 calories daily to maintain weight and energy. You could survive on less, but performance drops. Decision-making suffers. Do the math. 15,000 calories feeding 2 people is 3.5 days at normal consumption, but rationed to 1,500 calories per person daily, you stretched it to 5 days. 2 extra days to figure out resupply or rescue. I learned this during a winter storm in 2014. Power went out almost a week. My wife and I did an inventory on day 1. By day 4, we were scrambling, unsure what remained. Unnecessary stress. Since then, I inventory immediately. Think about meals differently. You're eating for fuel, not for pleasure. Rice and beans, pasta with canned sauce, oatmeal with peanut butter. Boring, but effective. You'll need to make decisions about sharing. If neighbors ask for food, what's your threshold? Decide now before someone's hungry kid is at your door. I'm not saying be heartless. Be clear about what you can give without jeopardizing your family's survival. Rationing extends security. The longer supplies last, the more options you have.
Number 9. Secure your home and establish perimeter awareness. When systems collapse, human behavior changes fast. Not everyone becomes dangerous, but enough panic that security becomes real. Your home is your stronghold. Treat it that way. Take inventory of entry points, doors, windows, garage, basement access. Lock everything. Board ground floor windows if you have materials. You're removing easy opportunities. Assess what you have for defense. Baseball bat, heavy flashlight, bear spray. Something is better than nothing. Establish a watch schedule if you're with family or neighbors. Someone stays aware while others sleep. 4 hours on, 4 hours off. Exhaustion kills judgment. Stay low profile. Don't advertise what you have. No lights blazing if you've got a generator. No cooking smells if you're the only one with food. Gray man principle. Blend in. Appear as struggling as everyone else. During the 2021 Texas freeze, documented cases showed people breaking into homes for warmth, food, or water. Not criminals, desperate people. Desperation erases normal social boundaries. Your best defense is awareness. Know who's moving in your area. Build alliances with trusted neighbors. Watch each other's backs. A connected block is safer than isolated houses. Be discerning. Not everyone is trustworthy. Some panic. Some take advantage. Use judgment. Build your inner circle carefully, but build it. 3 weeks into grid down, people with strong community ties are eating better, sleeping safer, maintaining sanity. The isolated ones struggle. You can't do this alone. Don't try. Number 11. Establish long-term mindset and routine. This is the step most people miss. They handle the first day, maybe the first week. Then they fall apart because they didn't shift mindset.
An EMP isn't a 3-day blackout. Recovery could take months, maybe longer. The Congressional EMP Commission estimated nationwide grid failure could take 1 to 3 years to fully restore. You're not in survival mode, you're in sustainable living mode, and that requires routine. Establish a schedule, wake time, meal times, work tasks, rest periods. Structure prevents psychological collapse. Humans need rhythm, especially in chaos. Assign roles. Who handles water collection, food prep, security, information monitoring? Divide responsibilities. Everyone contributes. Idle people become problems. Set small goals. Today, reinforce the back door. Tomorrow, inventory the shed for tools. Next week, establish rain catchment. Progress maintains morale. Plan for mental health. Boredom and fear are as dangerous as hunger. If you've got books, read them. Board games, play them. Musical instruments, use them. Maintaining humanity matters. I watched a documentary about the siege of Sarajevo in the 1990s. People lived under siege over 3 years. Survivors weren't just the ones with food. They were the ones who maintained culture, who gathered for music, who told stories, who refused to let crisis erase their humanity. Secure the basics, but also protect your mind, your relationships, your purpose.
The grid might return in 3 months, or 6, or a year. When it does, you want to survive intact, not just alive. Let's pause here, because I know this feels overwhelming. 11 steps, a potential crisis reshaping everything. It's heavy. Most people won't take action until it's too late, but you're still here. That tells me you're not waiting for permission to prepare. You're taking responsibility now. And because I know how daunting prepping can feel, especially starting out, I put together a free resource for people in your position. It's the $50 90-day food supply guide. Here's what it includes: the exact shopping list feeding your family over 90 days, specific brands and prices, 37 essential preparedness items most people never consider, simple storage tricks working in any home or apartment, emergency meals requiring 0 cooking fuel or electricity, step-by-step guidance scaling from 1 week to 3 months, completely free. I'm not selling anything. I built this because I remember being broke and overwhelmed in 2012, staring at prepper websites assuming I had thousands to spend. I didn't. Most people don't. So I figured out how to do it on a tight budget, and I want to share that. Check the description below or pinned comment. No catch, no credit card, just practical help. Grab it, use it, start building your family's food security today. When the moment comes and you're calm while everyone else panics, you'll thank yourself for preparing when it was easy. Let's wrap up. An EMP is low probability, high consequence. The odds of it happening tomorrow are slim, but the consequences, if it does, are civilization-altering. And here's the truth. You don't need to wait for an EMP to benefit from these steps. Hurricanes knock out power for weeks. Cyber attacks take down infrastructure. Ice storms kill grids. The skills we covered apply to every crisis, not just electromagnetic pulses. These 11 actions give you a framework, a starting point, a plan. And having a plan is the difference between panic and peace. Now, I need something from you. If this video added value, hit that like button. It tells YouTube this content matters. The more people who see it before a crisis, the more lives it impacts. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest concern about an EMP scenario? Or if you've started prepping, what did you secure first? Your input helps me create better content. And if you're serious about staying prepared, subscribe and hit the bell. Next week, I'm covering 5 forgotten pantry staples lasting over 20 years that actually taste good. One's probably in your grandma's cupboard right now. If you haven't grabbed that free $50 90-day food supply guide yet, links below. Don't put it off. Preparation today is peace of mind tomorrow. Stay calm, stay ready, and remember, preparedness isn't paranoia. it's responsibility. I'll see you in the next one.